Hello everyone and welcome to Alejandro HD. Today I wanted to do another thing a little bit differently because I'm just experimenting with different things. I wanted to do a top 10 list of all my favourite YouTubers. This list changes a lot from just from watch time, how long I watch them for and so on. So this isn't the ultimate list. This isn't something that's set in stone. This is just the guys that I'm watching at the moment, and guys that I really sort of take a lot of inspiration from. So I've just started with number 10, and I'm going to go down. I'm going to explain a little bit about why I like them, and why they, why they give me the inspiration to do what I'm doing. So let's kick off. So number 10 is Farvan. So Farvan is a German YouTuber, and he's got a lot of comedy. I really like his comedy, death metal comedy, which is a very unique market. There's not many death metal guys who do. Oh, not death metal. Sorry, black metal. Don't know what I'm talking about. Black metal guys who do comedy quite like what he does, and his videos are very engaging, and they're very funny, and he's an all-round really quite chirpy guy. So I really like Farvan. He's not massive. He's only got 51,000. Well, I mean, he's got 51,000 subscribers, so he's pretty huge. But in the sense of some of the other guys I'm going to be talking about a bit later on, he's still quite small on the YouTube scale. But what he does is great. It's a very very unique niche that he does. So a lot of people probably won't get his humor, and a lot of people probably won't understand the jokes that he makes and so on. I do. So I like him. And yeah, he's awesome. He does a lot of really cool mirroring techniques. So he's just by himself, but he does sketch comedies as like himself and then another person, but they're the same. He's the same person, but the camera angles and stuff are really quite cool. So he's very technically minded with his work. So big fan of Farvan, and I really hope that he does more in the future. I mean, he's constantly he's good at uploading. He's got one videos every sort of week. So yeah, he's number 10. Number 9, Bill Wirtz. Now, if you know Bill Wirtz, he's crazy, but like in a good way. His videos are so random. You don't know what you're going to get with Bill Wirtz. He blew up massively with the history of the entire world, I guess, video. And that was just insane. How many views that got? Let's have a look to see how many views that got. No one video is the same, and they're all crazy colours and so on. All his music's original by himself. You can tell that he puts a lot of work into it. He doesn't have a lot of sort of communication with his audience directly, like what I do with the videos. He just he does talk to people, and he does have a sort of questions and answers page on his website and stuff. So he's really quite cool in that sense. What was the video? History of the entire world. I'll have a look because it's quite interesting. I want to see how many views it's got to date. History of the entire world. History of the world, I guess. Yeah, 108 million views. Yeah, he's So when that one blew up and went viral, that's actually when I first discovered Bill Wirtz 3 years ago now. Check out Bill Wirtz. His comedy's very sort of. It's hard to describe, but he does a lot of music in his comedy. It's very well done. I think his humour is very. You have to sort of be in the right mindset for his humour. Sometimes even I'm a bit like ugh, but then sometimes I can sit and binge his videos for ages because he's that type of video, or he's that type of YouTuber. Next one is Matthew Santaro. So for those of you who know Matthew Santaro, does a lot of factual videos, lots of top 10 stuff. Well, he used to do that. He's moved on to sort of more gaming and vlogging these days. But back in the day, he would do like 50 amazing facts, top 10 amazing facts. He's got a lot of energy. He's got a lot of sort of pull with the community. He's very, very talented, really great video maker. He's lived out in LA. He's originally from Canada, and I think he has recently moved back to Canada. Yeah, he has. Yeah, because he had these a whole situation with a moving truck and so on. So he's a really good sort of guy. He's like almost like a teacher. So if you're into learning, he's definitely somebody that you can learn trivial facts from. Not, I wouldn't say they're that useless. Some of them are quite interesting. But if you're ever playing a game of Trivial Pursuit, you probably end up finding a lot of what this guy says on there. And like I say, he's now moved on to more gaming videos and more sort of vlogging about his own life, which I can get behind. I quite enjoy that. Next up, we've got Today I Found Out. Now, Today I Found Out is pretty similar to Matthew Santaro. It's ran by a guy called Simon Whistler, and he's very knowledgeable about things. And these ones sort of go into more, like lot more detail than Matthew. So Matthew will just tell you a fact, whereas Simon will tell you a fact and then he'll explain a lot about it. He goes into great detail, and he's very, very good like that. I quite like watching these videos, just whenever I want to learn something new, or if I've got 17 minutes to sit and listen to a guy talk about things. He's totally cool. He's got a bit of a deadpan humour about him too. So he'll be quite nonchalantly talking about something, and he'll just come out with a joke, and it's very funny. One of my favourite videos he done was about Bruce Lee. So if you've got time, check out Simon Whistler's on Bruce Lee. Today I found out, and he has some really interesting facts about Bruce Lee. The next one I wanted to look at was History Matters. Now, History Matters again is kind of like Simon Whistler, kind of like Matthew Santaro. There's a lot of knowledge that you can find out, but History Matters specifically focuses on big events that happened in history, and it sort of condenses it down to a sort of small amount of information that you can learn. So instead of like watching videos for hours and hours about things, like most of his videos are 3 minutes long. They used to be 10-minute videos, but then he reduced them to 3. A lot of deadpan humor, which I quite enjoy, and a lot of like his animations very, very unique as well. And yeah, you just ask the questions a lot of people don't understand. I don't ask. Like, for example, the videos here, like why did Argentina decline? And that's all it is. So it makes you want to click on it. Well, what did the decline? 4 minutes, 3 minutes long. Yeah, I've got time to learn why Argentina declined. Why? So there's that, and there's like, why didn't the USSR eat Finland? So I'm guessing that means like expand into Finland. So yeah, there's tons of these things. So yeah, so another great YouTuber there. ERB. So ERB, love ERB. ERB is very different from the rest of the guys I've talked about so far. I don't think anyone has came close to doing what these guys do in terms of comedy, in terms of effort. Like it's Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd, and the costumes, the design, just the sheer energy these guys have, just unparalleled. Very, very, very good. You need to watch these guys. There's something in it for everyone with ERB, Epic Rap Battles of History. And some of the matchups are just brilliant. Some of them you're like, well, what does that? That doesn't make any sense. But then you watch it and you're like, right, okay, I get it now. So yeah, so absolutely love Epic Rap Battles of History. Been following them forever. So yeah. Next one we've got Casually Explained. So Casually Explained, in our deadpan humour. This guy, his videos are extremely basic, but they work really well. And he's got a very cynical view on the world, but he has such a great comedic timing with all of his videos. If you like, I'm trying to think of a comedian, maybe Bo Burnham. If you're quite into Bo Burnham, you'd like Casually Explained. This guy also has another YouTube channel called You Suck at Cooking, which is also quite good. But I really prefer Casually Explained just for how simple the videos are, but how funny they are. And he goes into great length and great detail about things that you just wouldn't expect. So that's Casually Explained. So getting into the top 4 now. Life of Boris. So Life of Boris. Oh, he's so good. Like it's a satirical look on how Slavic people are, but at the same time, there's a lot of truth behind it too. Because I've been to Bulgaria like in the Slavic world. So I've been to Bulgaria, and I've seen how people live there, and he does lots of silly, like lots of interesting videos, like about cooking, music, just really different videos, but like lifestyle videos. Travel vlogs as well. He does a lot of traveling around Europe. I really like Life of Boris. You don't. The thing about him is you don't get to see his face. He always wears a mask, so you don't know who he is. There's a lot of. He used to do a lot of unboxing videos from fan mail, so they would send him things like pierogi and mayonnaise. I realise I haven't subscribed to him. I'll get that done now. Pierogi, mayonnaise, all that sort of stuff. So he's just really silly things, but he's so good. I'll subscribe to him on my other channel. That's what it is. My not upload channel, but of course I'm going to subscribe to him here because he deserves it. Mark Crilley. Now, Mark Crilley, I'm going to do a video on Mark Crilley because Mark Crilley has this manga series called Miki Falls, and like I think so. I'm not entirely 1,000% know every detail about his life, but from what I know of Mark Crilley, he started on YouTube in 2006, so way back in the day, with all of these how to draw videos. He's got so many how to draw videos. I'm going to do a video on him at some point in the future, so I'm not going to spend too much time on him, but he's just a legend, and if you want to learn how to draw, he's your man. He thousands of these videos and all super detailed. He talks you through how to do everything from basic stuff to like drawing faces to like really intricate detailed things. And yeah, he's got a really cool voice as well, very soothing, very patient type of guy. So yeah, it's kind of like Bob Ross, but for YouTube, and he's a much better artist. Yeah, so I'm going to do a whole series on, or not series. I'm going to do a few videos on Mark Crilley, and basing it around his manga, Miki Falls. So yeah, so that's him. Number one. Now, number one is ProZD or Sung One. Now, Sung One is just a legend. He was on Vine originally, so all of his videos on YouTube, well, not all of them, but most of his early videos on YouTube are like 6 seconds long, because that's what the format of Vine used to be when Vine was a thing. But he's just so his comedy again is very sort of unique to, well, depending on what you're into. So he does a lot of anime stuff, but it's not only anime, which is nice. He branches out to a lot of other things, and yeah, he's also like a voice actor, as you can see there. So he's in so many different things, and for now he's like my top number one guy on YouTube. I remember discovering him by accident. One of my favorite animes at the moment is an anime called Agretsuko or Agretsuko. He does the voice acting of one of the characters in the third season, and that's how I discovered him. Going through the credits and his name popped up, and then I had a look to see what else he was in because I thought he was pretty good. Discovered his YouTube channel, and yeah, just started binging. And because like the videos are 7 seconds long, 6 seconds long, you go down that rabbit hole, and before you know it, 4 hours later, and you're like, oh, oops. So yeah, that's the type of YouTuber he is. He pulls you in, and he really does. Like he's sort of like, he doesn't. Not that he doesn't care, but YouTube is his own. Whatever he wants to do, he'll do it, and that's it. And I think that's one of my favourite things about him. So, for example, for what I mean by that is, let's see, yeah, let's try 16 different Chips Ahoy cookies. So I've watched this video, 180,000 views, right, in 6 days, and it's just him eating 16 different cookies. This is why I love this guy. He's just won. He's just won the internet. There was also a video. He called it just "It's Coming," and he just sat there. That's it. There, 1 million views. He literally never spoke a word. 34 seconds long. This is why I love this guy. He does not. He just does what he wants, and I hope to even one day have half the subscribers he does, or half the view count he has. All like in the thousands. He just eats random Kit Kats. I mean, he's the type of person who's like just does what he wants, and there's a lot of respect from me from there. So that's why he's my number one. So yeah, so those were my top 10 YouTubers. yeah, I just wanted to gush and talk about my favorite people. I might well, the list always changes. I think there's main guys who will always be there, like Matthew Santaro, Mark Crilley, ProZD. But I think this is it's good to have constantly evolving things, so you're not stagnant. That's one thing I like to do with my channel. I like to change it around, do things differently, put things up. I just like to have a whole spectrum of things and ideas. So yeah, cool. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you.